Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a moderately chilled out episode, or a Sunday episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with your most gracious host, Ted. Today we're going to be looking at something that I think it's the first time we've done an alcohol that someone has gifted me. Probably the first time since I did that episode on the Aaron single malt 18-year aged whiskey that my brother got me. And in this case, we're reviewing an alcohol that was gifted to me by my father. He went away to France recently for a holiday, and then around the same time he also went to Belgium for a work-related trip. And during those trips he brought me back a few bits and bobs, some biscuits, some tins of cassoulet, nice French cheese, so the usual sort of stuff. One of the things he bought me and that he asked me to do an episode of the Booze Cellar on, though, was this fine bit of dandy here. This is a Cidre Fermier. Fermier. It's spelled Fermier. So you're going to have to excuse me a little bit because my French isn't exactly perfect. This is Normandy cider. Now, I've been to Normandy a few times, and I've tried Normandy and Brittany cider before. I don't have much experience with Brittany cider, so I can't really say whether Normandy or Brittany cider is considerably better than the other. For those of you who don't know, Normandy was basically like the central part of like the north of France, where the D-Day landings happened during World War II, and Brittany is like the peninsula that goes off the northwest corner of France. It used to be governed by the British during the days of like the 100 Years' War, and it's it's an interesting little place. But yeah, no, it's I've always had more of an experience with Normandy cider just purely because I've visited Normandy much more often than Brittany, hence my lack of knowledge about the history of Brittany. But yeah, no, Cidre Fermier, I'm pretty sure I have had this one before, but I can't remember if I have definitely. But anyway, to sort of like mark the occasion, I've got this lovely Sagres beer glass that I got up from a charity shop here in Brighton recently. If you want cultural diversity on the Titan Ted channel, particularly on the Booze Cellar, you come for a video where I review French cider being drunk in a Portuguese beer glass. Christ above. Right, okay. So, nice, very simple glass bottle, as you can see here. Ooh, very sharp, strong smell there. It even smells even stronger than bloody Aspel's, which is basically a very strong, like, Suffolk cider from here in the UK, which is really, really strong stuff, I tell you. That's like about 9%. This actually, this is only 4%. It definitely smells stronger than 4%, so... but I don't exactly remember how it tastes, so I'll be interested to see how it does taste. But yeah, this should be good. Good thing is even after I've filled up this glass, there's still quite a bit left, because this is 75 centilitres, so yeah, almost a full litre of cider. But in any case, thank you to my father for getting me this bottle of Cidre Fermier, and bottoms up. Oh man, this is bloody good. This is really nice. I think this is the only cider I could think that could possibly match this in terms of how much I enjoy it. It's possibly Aspall's, or maybe like your general standard Brittany cider, because those are considerably sharper and stronger. But this has like a really nice pungent sort of smell, and it's got a weird sort of caramelly sweet flavour, but it's not too overly sweet. In fact, actually, the flavour of this is fairly mellow, so it's like very palatable, and you could drink down loads of this quite easily. Although then again, like, even though it is only 4%, you know, you're probably going to get drunk after a while if you just chug it down. I mean, yeah, it's weird because it does taste. It kind of does taste really sweet, but it also doesn't at the same time. It's hard to describe. It's like a very, very unique kind of sweetness. It's a very unique flavour in general as well. But no, yeah, this is really, really nice. I don't know if I could say this is a sesh drink or one to get drunk on. It might be good for pre-drinks, but then again, I feel like it's too good to sort of like put in those categories. It might fit them quite nicely, but it is, I don't know. It probably would fit those categories quite nicely, but I don't think it's necessarily the best suited to them. It's definitely well suited to having a couple with your mates over a chat and as a decompression / relaxation drink. And it probably is quite good as a meal drink as well. But I feel it really depends on what meal you're having, like particularly with something Franco-Italian, like say spag bol or cassoulet or orange duck. I feel it probably fit quite well with those sort of meals, but probably not absolutely every single one. So this is funny because even though it doesn't particularly fit two of my categories, and it only like kind of partially fits one, and then the only two it really like fully fits out, the two categories where you're least likely to have a large number of drinks, I still feel like giving this a high rating because this is genuinely probably the best cider I can remember having. Like I said, again, I think the closest thing to this is probably standard Brittany cider, because Brittany cider is a little bit sharper, but this is bloody nice. This is really, really good. I'm going to have to give this an... Actually, no, you know what? Kind of because it's got that slightly beery tinge to it that kind of sort of like mellows out a lot of the sweetness and allows you to drink more of it. I feel like I have to give this a higher rating than I originally was going to. I was originally going to give this a 9.0 out of 10, but no, you know what? For the first time ever, I'm going to rate this thing 10 out of 10. This is hands down the best cider I've ever had. And I'm not joking. This is bloody good stuff. Seriously, if you're ever in Normandy, go for Cidre Fermier. This is banging stuff. Genuinely the best cider I've ever had. Sorry, Stoford Press. Sorry, Aspall's. Sorry, Old Malt. Sorry, Copperberg. Nothing for me so far beats Cidre Fermier. This is genuinely beautiful alcohol. Like, it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's got a beery tinge to it, so you can drink it like beer, but it's got like the flavour of cider. And even though it doesn't necessarily fit absolutely every single one of my categories 100%, it could still fit into them pretty comfortably, all of them. And especially having it with a couple with your mates, or just a standard decompression / relaxation drink. This is the ultimate cider. This is fantastic stuff. Genuinely, fully recommended. Absolute buy. 10 out of 10. Just fantastic. C'est magnifique. As always, check out my other social medias, YouTube channels, live streaming channel, and all that stuff in the video description below. Leave a like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. Comment any suggestions for future videos in the comment section below. And always remember, drink responsibly, know your limits. I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar.